So once again, you're welcome and good evening to all. And today's our topic is letter to the editor. So after learning the steps of writing a job application, we have to remember, we have to learn how a letter to the editor written. And after the deletion of many parts of your letter writing, these two letters, job application and letter to the editor, are a mandatory part of your letter writing. So there the CBSE will be giving you an internal choice. So one will be your job application, the other will be the letter to the editor. So carrying 5 marks. So what you have to do, you have to gain mastery over writing both these letters. You cannot think that we are going to write this letter to editor, or we are just going to write that job application, because it depends upon the content of the question to which you are comfortable or not. If you don't find that the letter to the editor is comfortable in your zone, so you can just switch over to the other question for the job application. In the same way, if you find the content of the job application is quite relevant as per your preparation or as per your assets, so you can just just leave the other question. So here we are going to learn the steps in which a letter to the editor written. So starting from, you all know, starting a formal letter, you starting from the sender's address. I have just written an imaginary address. I haven't included any question here for the sake of this letter writing, because I want to generalize all those points which are very much necessary in the letter writing. So just starting from sender's address, that is here the Circle Market, Jaipur, and the only one thing that you have to remember, keep it an address of 2 line, and in which only sender's address is to be written. Remember that name is not to be included. Nobody's name is to be included in the address of the sender. After leaving a line, you have to mention the date. In date, you have to remember that you have to avoid writing that numeric date, 10 oblique or like oblique, like that we generally use in our daily work. So we have to write down like the 10 July 2020, or we can write down July 10 then comma 2020. It means that we have to spell the name of the month anyhow, at least. So that's the way that you have to write the date. That's why I've just put a cross against this numeric date. Again leave a line. So here this is the addressee or the receiver's address who is going to find your letter, and obviously this is nobody or no other than the editor. So the editor, the Times of India, Jaipur. So here one thing is quite important, that you have to remember this 3-line address. 1 line for the editor, the word editor, C, the editor, E capital, the editor. Again the name of the newspaper, the Times of India. Generally you don't find the name of the newspaper in the question, even in your board examination. So what you have to do, you have to write down any newspaper that is common to you. For example, the Hindustan Times or the Times of India, the Indian Express or anything, but you cannot leave this line of newspaper name. And then mention the city's name. And here you have to keep an eye on the name of the city, because most of the issues or concerns are raised in the same city. You are going to write about the issues or the problems of your own city to the city of, or to the city of the editor. That's why you cannot address your letter to an editor who is residing in Bangalore if you belong to Bhopal or Gwalior or somewhere else. Or you may not find city in both the addresses at times in your question. So here you have to be very reasonable how you are going to mention the city. So after city, then again leave a line, the word subject, and I have here given, as you can see, there are a wide range of subjects. So these wide range of subjects give you a clear-cut idea that what should be the question alike. After reading the question, after reading the subject, you can easily find it out. You can easily trace it out that the question should be this one. For example, we start with the first one, problems caused by stray animals. The question is, must be jumping in your eyes. Views on the need to discourage demonstration on highways. Again, views on improving slum conditions, views on the problem of noise pollution, views on the importance of medical tourism in India, views on need of an educational counselor in a school, views on cruelty against animals, inadequate bus services in area, you can mention the name of the area, parking facilities at commercial street, and views on adverse effects of advertisement or junk food, health hazards caused by junk food, and miserable conditions of roads in, you can mention the locality or the city name. So these are some subjects that you can just note it down in a notebook, and they are going to be very helpful. So because this is the range that is going to help you write down the subject of any letter that is addressed to the editor. So after writing down the subject, we have got this word salutations, sir or madam. If you don't find that, if you can write down, you cannot trace or you cannot find out the specific name of the editor or something else, you can easily write down sir or madam. So this is about your salutation. Now coming to the main part of the letter, the body. So the body of the letter is divided into three different parts. First is introductory part. It means you have to start writing introduction to the main body of your letter. So the introductory part is definitely going to be read by, to be evaluated by your examiner. So that's why you have to keep it error free. You have to avoid committing those grammatical mistakes. So here I have given you certain examples, certain sentences, certain expressions that will definitely help you to create your own introductory part of your letter. Starting from the first one, through the prestigious columns of your widely circulated newspaper. Prestigious columns, every newspaper is renowned, every newspaper is valuable, every newspaper is esteemed, because this is mainly because you are writing a letter to this newspaper only. So here what you have to remember is that through the prestigious column of your widely circulated or widely renowned newspaper. So this is the expression, this is the phrase that you have to memorize, or you can make certain modification in this phrase. I would like to express my strong opinion on the need of discouraging, or the need of the, or on the issue of, or on the problem of. So you can just add any issue or anything that is associated to the question. Or you can add a different line here. I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities. So attention is missing here. So I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities towards the problem of noise problem, chain snatching, and road rage, or all these things. The other way is, kindly spare me some space in the columns of your esteemed daily. The word daily refers to newspaper. Don't write daily newspaper. Newspaper is daily. So that's why they are synonyms. So you cannot use both these words. You have to remember, you either write down this word daily or newspaper. I want to recount my experience. Now you are going to express your feelings, your experiences as who you are. For example, as a journalist, as an educationist, or as a thinker, as a social reformer, or whatever you feel about yourself, or as a shopkeeper even, or as a parent. As I wish to create awareness among public, or if you are writing this letter on the public awareness issue, then you can just add this line, I wish to create awareness among people about sanitary conditions and electricity supply, clear, gender discrimination, all these things can be included. One more way is, I, on behalf of the residents of Ashok Vihar, draw your kind attention towards the miserable conditions of roads, or towards your kind attention towards the problem of. So these are certain expressions which are definitely going to help you in your letter writing. So what you have to do is to crane or to memorize all these things after just sorting them down as per your need and as per your choices. but this is the introductory part. There are some more expressions which can be added in your introductory part. They depend on the subject, on the issue, or on the thing on which you are writing this letter. So I've just added something more that can be a part of your introductory letter. That is, the situation has become so grim that if you are just going to talk about some problem, the situation has become so grim. It has become so horrible that the people are doing this and this. They are just affecting all the society in such a manner. Unfortunately, many people have become a victim of such. For example, if it is a public demonstration that the students have to, have to miss their examination, their competitions, the sick and the aged are going to miss their appointments in the hospitals. The people who are going for any important business meeting, they are going to miss their meetings. So this is about all those expressions. It seems there is no coordination between these departments. And if you find that your topic is related to any special department, so you can just talk about, because you must have talked about the problem to that department, but nothing has been done by the concerned authorities. That's why you have just talk about this, that it seems there is no coordination between these departments. For example, sometimes you raise certain issues. For example, there is a particular area in a city where you find the incidents of sin snatching are increasing day by day. So it also becomes a prime responsibility of the police department. So here you can just mention the name of some police departments. So these are some expressions, and one thing more that you have to remember, just after the introductory part you have to write down the main body of your letter. Main body, this is probably the second paragraph after the salutation, and in which you have to write all those things which are directly associated with your concern, with your issue, with your problem, with your title that you have taken out of your question. So we cannot just give certain sentences in advance about that. For that you have to you have to just develop your reading skills. So you have to read some specimen of letter writing. So you will be just coining certain expression on your own that you can later use in your examination. So practice about writing the main body of the letter. But here you have to remember one thing, that you have to begin a new paragraph for the main body of the letter. Sometimes what happens, you are in a hurry because you are going to wind up this letter soon, but you forget to mention or to start the new paragraph for your main body or something new idea that you are going to write, and you just start writing continuously, and your letter writing is going to be in a single paragraph. So this is also a technical error on part of your letter writing. So here you cannot just mention the whole things of a letter writing in a single paragraph. So you have to remember that begin a new paragraph for the main body of the letter, or each time you want to say something new. Whenever you feel that you are now adding something new that is not so much associated with your content that you have previously written, so you just go for the next paragraph. So this is your letter writing up to your main body. And since this letter writing and the word limit of this letter writing in 120 words, so we will almost talk about 40 words or 35 words. So now in the next video I am going to talk about the concluding part of your letter, how we are going to conclude this letter. Thank you.